strong perimeter is only the first step in physical security. Once an intruder, or even an authorized employee, enters the premises, the focus shifts to the protection of internal spaces where information is actually handled. Offices, meeting rooms, and storage facilities are the physical environments where confidentiality can easily be compromised through simple oversight or insufficient control. Annex A.7.3 and A.7.4 address this deeper layer of physical protection. The first ensures that inner spaces are secure and properly managed, and the second ensures that those safeguards are continuously monitored. Together, they transform facilities from passive structures into active, responsive components of the ISMS, making sure that both prevention and detection function in harmony. Control A.7.3 extends the scope of physical protection from the perimeter to the interior, covering the offices, rooms, and facilities where daily operations occur. It applies to every physical environment in which sensitive data, systems, or discussions may take place. That includes general office areas, conference rooms used for client meetings, server and communications rooms, as well as document storage spaces. The key principle is proportionality. The higher the sensitivity of the data or equipment housed in a given area, the stronger the controls that must protect it. Access must always match business need, ensuring that even within a secure building, critical areas remain restricted. Designing secure office layouts begins with zoning. Facilities should clearly distinguish between public, semi-restricted, and secure areas. Public reception spaces should not provide sightlines or physical access to sensitive work zones. Semi-restricted areas, such as shared meeting rooms, require controlled booking and escort rules, while secure zones, like data processing rooms, should sit deep within the building, away from external walls and windows. Shielding or soundproofing may be needed for confidential discussions or executive meetings where eavesdropping poses a risk. Even signage must be carefully considered. Rooms containing servers, backup media, or confidential materials should not be labeled in ways that draw attention or reveal function to visitors. Physical reinforcement measures strengthen these secure spaces. Reinforced doors and locks protect sensitive rooms, while safes or lockable cabinets store classified documents and portable media. Tamper-resistant windows, privacy film, and intrusion alarms provide an additional layer of deterrence. In facilities handling highly sensitive data, walls may extend to the true ceiling to prevent entry from adjoining rooms. Alarmed or electronically controlled doors automatically log access and alert security when unauthorized attempts occur. The goal is to make any breach not only difficult but detectable, forcing intruders to leave a trace and buying time for response. Procedural safeguards ensure that staff behavior supports the physical design. Guests and visitors must always be escorted in sensitive zones, and cleaning or maintenance staff should never work unsupervised where confidential materials are present. Policies should discourage leaving documents or devices unattended, even briefly, and end-of-day routines should include checking locks, clearing desks, and securing portable assets. These procedures turn architectural security into lived practice, bridging the gap between facility management and daily employee conduct. The most sophisticated locks or alarms mean little if doors are propped open for convenience or sensitive printouts are left in meeting rooms overnight. Control A.7.3 mitigates multiple types of risk. It prevents unauthorized access to meeting rooms or offices where confidential information is displayed or discussed. It reduces theft or tampering of laptops, removable media, and other portable assets. It deters eavesdropping and data interception during confidential conversations. It limits opportunities for sabotage or damage to key systems by requiring controlled access and visibility. In essence, this control protects the integrity of daily operations, ensuring that internal spaces uphold the same level of discipline as the outer defenses. Auditors evaluating A.7.3 will expect to see concrete evidence that facilities are secure and that processes are followed. This typically includes documented physical security policies, access control lists for specific rooms, and records of visitor escorts. Logs of inspections or access violations demonstrate that the organization is monitoring adherence to policy. Maintenance records for locks, alarm systems, and doors confirm that controls are functional and serviced regularly. This tangible evidence, supported by photographs, diagrams, or audit trails, demonstrates that physical safeguards are not just designed, but actively managed and maintained. Examples of A.7.3 in action appear across every sector. A law firm may secure its client conference rooms with keypad access and prohibit the use of personal devices during sensitive discussions. Hospitals limit access to medical record archives and pharmaceutical storage areas, protecting both privacy and safety. Universities apply strict controls to examination storage rooms, ensuring academic integrity. Financial institutions separate secure trading floors and data centers with dual authentication entry and continuous surveillance. In each scenario, A.7.3 ensures that critical spaces remain protected even from inadvertent or insider exposure, guarding confidentiality where it most often resides, in the daily, routine spaces of work. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. If A.7.3 establishes the physical safeguards that prevent intrusion, A.7.4 ensures those safeguards remain visible, verifiable, and continuously effective. Physical security monitoring transforms facilities from static environments into active defensive systems. It ensures that attempts at unauthorized access, environmental disruptions, or tampering are detected early and that security personnel have reliable information to act on. Monitoring isn't about surveillance for its own sake, it's about awareness. This control requires that organizations maintain continuous oversight of their facilities so that physical protection measures don't quietly degrade over time or fail unnoticed. Monitoring connects the physical layer of security with the ISMS's broader detection and incident response framework. The scope of A.7.4 encompasses all facilities where the organization stores or processes information, not just data centers or restricted rooms. Monitoring must cover both routine daily operations and exceptional events, such as after-hours activity, maintenance, or emergencies. The goal is to detect anomalies, whether those are forced entries, power disruptions, environmental hazards, or human mistakes, before they escalate into incidents. Properly implemented, monitoring also supports accountability by creating a reliable evidence trail that can be reviewed after events, aiding investigations and regulatory inquiries. A combination of technologies typically underpins physical security monitoring. Closed-circuit television, CCTV systems with real-time supervision and recording capabilities provide visual confirmation of events. Motion detectors, door and window alarms, and pressure or vibration sensors alert teams to physical disturbances. Environmental monitors track temperature, humidity, fire, or flood conditions that could threaten equipment or data integrity. Modern systems often integrate these feeds into centralized dashboards, enabling security teams to correlate alerts with digital access logs or incident reports. This convergence of physical and cyber monitoring embodies the holistic approach that ISO/IEC 27001 promotes, where all layers of protection operate as one cohesive system. Beyond technology, A.7.4 emphasizes process. Monitoring systems are only as strong as the teams that interpret and act on their data. High-risk facilities, such as data centers or command hubs, require 24/7 staffing or contracted security operations centers capable of immediate response. Escalation rules should define which alarms require local investigation, which trigger management notification, and which demand formal incident response activation. Routine reviews ensure alerts are accurate and meaningful, minimizing alarm fatigue caused by excessive false positives. Integrating monitoring with existing incident management workflows under A.5.25 and A.5.26 ensures that detected anomalies are treated as potential security events and not dismissed as operational noise. Auditable evidence of monitoring effectiveness comes in many forms. Video archives should be retained for a defined period based on risk and legal requirements, allowing retrospective analysis if incidents occur. Alarm event logs must capture the date, time, and response actions for every alert. Daily or weekly checklists from security staff verify that cameras, sensors, and recording systems are operational. Organizations should conduct periodic drills to test detection systems and response readiness, documenting both results and improvements. This accumulated evidence demonstrates to auditors that monitoring is active, documented, and reliable, not simply installed and forgotten. Weaknesses in monitoring programs often stem from complacency rather than lack of technology. Cameras may exist but go unwatched, or footage may not be reviewed unless an incident forces attention. Coverage gaps, blind spots where no sensor or camera operates, create exploitable vulnerabilities. Some organizations fail to retain monitoring data long enough to support investigations, deleting valuable evidence prematurely. Overloaded alert systems can desensitize staff, causing real threats to go unnoticed amid false alarms. Addressing these weaknesses requires structured testing, periodic reassessment of camera placements, and an analytical mindset that treats monitoring data as a strategic resource, not a maintenance obligation. Mature organizations exhibit several positive practices under A.7.4. Overlapping camera coverage eliminates blind spots, while signage notifying individuals of surveillance reinforces deterrence. Dual validation of alarms, combining motion detection with access log verification, reduces false positives and speeds triage. All video and sensor data must be encrypted in storage and protected by access controls, ensuring monitoring itself doesn't become a privacy or security risk. Scheduled calibration and preventative maintenance keeps sensors and recording equipment functioning accurately. Together, these measures transform physical monitoring from a compliance checkbox into a resilient, adaptive capability that continuously strengthens situational awareness. The interplay between A.7.3 and A.7.4 defines the heart of physical resilience. A.7.3 creates secure rooms and controlled facilities. A.7.4 ensures that those spaces remain protected and that breaches or anomalies are immediately detected. One is preventative, the other detective, and both are essential for maintaining confidence in the organization's ability to safeguard its people, data, and assets. In combination, they provide not only deterrence but also accountability, delivering evidence that can withstand regulatory and forensic scrutiny. These controls embody the ISO philosophy of layered protection, each element reinforcing the others to create a secure, observable environment. When A.7.3 and A.7.4 are properly implemented, the results are tangible. Facilities become harder to penetrate without notice. Staff operate in spaces where security is visible and credible, reinforcing their own vigilance. Investigations benefit from accurate and preserved records, allowing root causes to be identified quickly. Most importantly, the organization cultivates trust, internally and externally, that its physical defenses are not only well designed, but actively managed. This trust forms the basis for true operational resilience, where physical protection and monitoring operate seamlessly alongside digital controls. With the interior of facilities secured and continuously observed, the next step in Annex A moves into environmental safeguards, A.7.5 and A.7.6, ensuring that systems and infrastructure remain resilient against natural, accidental, and environmental threats.